Hi everybody, it's Aid from Photography here, and I thought I'd just do a little video on how I manage my photos using Lightroom. I've got a set of photos here on a memory card, so you can see them here. They've all got these bland sort of names that you get from your file. It's Aid 5, so it's all a bit useless, that. And what I want to do is get them off my card onto a hard drive, which is a SSD drive, because it's the current work goes into an SSD drive. So the first thing I do is I would pop onto my SSD, and I tend to date them that way. They're always orderable in the date format. So what date was this? It was the 25th, and it was my model summer workshop. It was the 8th one, and it was down at Clarence Dock, Leeds. So with Windows 10 and probably a Mac, I'm not sure about Macs, you know, you're not massively limited by the size of file and folder name these days. So to make things a little bit easier to search for in future, if you just pop as keywords and stuff into there, that's always pretty cool. That's open now, so that's there, ready to go. I'm pretty sure that everything on this card is from that night, so it's 9 PM. Oh, we've got some more. Actually, there's some from the day before by the look of it. So I'm looking for the first one. So yeah, we started at 7 and finished at 9. So I'm going to select those. I'm going to drag them onto there. Right, that's done. I wish it really was that speed, but what I typically do now is I would have a quick blast through them one by one using I use a thing called Irfanview. It's a free download if you type in Irfan, IRFANVIEW. There's lots of views around, so you just double click. I don't know what this is going to be, so it's a bit of a risk. Okay. And all I'm going to do now, I press the spacebar to scroll through, and I hit delete on anything I'm not, instantly attracted to. So delete. That's all right. Delete. That's all right. Probably a bit dark, that one. Although I do quite like the water, so I'll keep. If it's a definite no, get rid. If it's an and an ah, keep. Go. That's too bright and Andy. That's better. Too bright. I think that's sharp. Cool, yeah, that's sharp. That's a little bit grainy. That's not sharp. That's not bad. I like the lights in the background. He's facing away there, and again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you get the idea. I think he's a little bit too far off the scene there. Okay. So let's assume you've gone through all of that, and you've got it down to your favourite ones. We can then pop over to our library module in Lightroom. Click on folders, and this little button here, add folder, and then you just go and find it on your hard drive. So mine's the SSD drive, images, and there we go, model summer 8. So there you go, there are all the pictures. So the keywords, add whatever you want, but I'm going to put models, photography, model summer. That was a workshop. Photography, Andy, ANDDI, Ray, Michelle. These words are going to be embedded into all the photos, so it becomes searchable later when we're at Leeds Dock, Clarence Dock. Well, memories. That's enough to be going on with. You can at this stage also apply a preset if you wanted to by just clicking on these and you hit import, and that brings them all into the catalogue. It's usually fairly quick to do. There we go, and it starts to build its standard previews. Now, this is the last step I'll show you. What I'm going to do next is press Ctrl and A, and that selects everything. And then I'm going to hit rename photos. Yeah, there you go. It's a library rename photos. But if you're on a PC, you can just hit F2. That comes up with a box where you can rename all the photos. Now I have I've set something up in here where it gives it a 4-digit number, then whatever you type in this box here, then the date, and then by McFade. If you want to know how to do that, you click on this little arrow here and you go to edit, and you can do your own wording down there. But I think it makes the photos more findable. You can instantly see the date, and if people start to nick them, it's got your name on it as well. So hopefully it's a nice little bit of safety. So I'm going to call it a Model Summer 2 or Model Summer 8 client stock. So you can see it's going to be 0001, a Model Summer 8 Clarence stock, and then the date. So I'll click on OK, and you'll see in no time at all that it has turned all those names into more useful names. And if we go right click on it and show in Explorer, show in Finder if you're on a Mac, there you go. So all the files have been renamed. Now you don't ever want to really be changing these names. If you give them to people, try to not allow them or request that they don't change the name, or at least leave this number at the front, because that number is very findable. You just sort of, you start at the top. Someone says, I want photograph 128. You go, right, 128, where's that? 100, and there it is. Now, if they gave you a picture and said, I want this photo, you'd have to go through every one of these one by one, going, oh, is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? And it becomes a bit of a pain. So that number becomes really useful as you get more and more commercial. As some of you may do. Right, so the process really is copy them onto your hard drive, go through them with a very quick file viewer, and delete any duds, and import them into Lightroom, do the rename, and then you're ready to go. So that's how I start my workflow.